This is my informative speech on the sleep cycle. Sleep, something we hold dear to our hearts. We want it, we need it, and yet we always seem to be deprived of it. Have you ever wondered what is actually happening in our minds when we doze? On average, humans spend about a third of their time asleep. But are you aware of what your body is doing in these unconscious hours? Healthy sleep patterns are composed of 5 sleep phases, stages 1 through 4, which are considered non-REM sleep, and lastly, we have REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement sleep. During a night cycle, we spend 75% of the time in non-REM sleep. After researching the topic and finding key info on each sleep phase, I will be informing you on the cycles of sleep and what happens within each stage. Have you ever begun drifting to sleep when suddenly you got the sensation that you were falling? Chances are that you have, because in an article titled, "Why Do People Twitch When Falling Asleep?" Joseph Castro states that research suggests that 60 to 70% of people experience this. This sensation is called myoclonic jerks, which is experienced in the first phase of sleep, known as stage 1. Stage 1 is formally known as the introduction into sleep. The brain is actively slows, the muscles begin to relax, and the eye movement slows. Brain waves are shifted to theta waves. These waves are also present in meditation. Theta waves are active when we are aware of our surroundings but focused internally. We are able to learn about the brain waves that we experience during sleep by hooking up an electroencephalogram machine, also known as an EEG monitor, to the brain. Typically, we are in the stage for less than 10 minutes. We are still somewhat aware of our surroundings and can be easily woken. Once our bodies pass the first phase, we will begin seeing the cycle of stage 2 sleep. During this time, we experience a light sleep, and the brain waves and heart begin to slow. Our bodies are sinking deeper into a relaxed state, and eye movement comes to a halt. This is the phase when you have spent 15 to 30 minutes asleep. It is also known for being the power nap phase. An article titled "The 5 Stages of Sleep" from twobreathe.com states that our brains begin to produce very short periods of rapid, rhythmic brainwave activity known as sleep spindles. By the second stage, the muscles of the body have relaxed enough to allow the airway to begin collapsing. This is when people begin to snore. After the second phase, then we will commence into the third and fourth stages of sleep. They are considered to be the deep sleep. Our brain begins to produce delta waves, which are slow waves, unlike the sleep spindles experienced in stage 2. In an article titled "Stages of Sleep and Sleep Cycles," retrieved from tuck.com, states that a person may experience sleepwalking, night terrors, talking during one's sleep, and bedwetting. These behaviors are known as parasomnias and tend to occur during the transition between non-REM and REM sleep. The dictionary defines parasomnias as the disorder characterized by abnormal and unusual behavior of the nervous system during sleep. In a passage from the National Sleep Foundation, Carlos Shenenek defines parasomnias as the abnormal things that can happen to people while they sleep, apart from sleep apnea. Some examples are sleep-related eating disorders, sleepwalking, nightmares, sleep paralysis, REM sleep behavior disorder, and sleep aggression. By the time the third and the fourth phases of sleep are finished, the body has been unconscious for about 90 minutes. Before entering REM, the body retreats back from stage 4 to stage 3. Once we go through all 4 stages of non-REM sleep, then back to stage 3, the body then enters REM, which is again rapid eye movement sleep. This is the last phase of the sleep cycle. During this time, alpha waves are present in the brain. Alpha waves are the brain waves we experience when we are awake. Lee Ann Ombringer states that in an article titled "How Dreams Work" that during REM sleep, several physiological changes take place. The heart rate and breath quickens, blood pressure rises, we can't regulate our body temperature as well, and our brain activity increases to the same level as when we are awake, or even higher. The rest of the body, however, is essentially paralyzed until we leave the REM sleep. REM is the state in which dreams are most common. Although research shows that we are capable of dreaming in any stage, REM usually lasts about 10 minutes. 10 minutes the first time the body cycles through the sleep cycle. As the night goes on, our REM sleep gets longer every time. In the article "Stages of Sleep," Rebecca Turner states that we can measure the length of dreaming time using an EEG machine, which reads brainwave activity. Dreams are directly correlated to the REM sleep, and the intent that your eyes can move and track in the same direction you are looking in the dream. REM sleep allows our subconscious minds to take over and be as functional as if we are awake, even if our bodies remain paralyzed. After we spend time in REM, our bodies come back out of it into stage 2 sleep, which is the second lightest sleep phase that we experience. I hope I haven't made you drowsy after all this talk of sleep. In conclusion, every night our bodies experience this complex cycle. After covering all 5 stages of sleep and learning what happens in each, I hope you have gained a better understanding of how our minds work in these unconscious hours. And along with it, these will be my visual aids. They're just little PowerPoints that show the sleep stages or how the brainwaves work on EEG and some information about them. There's 4 slides. Thanks.